Hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're having fun wherever you are and enjoying your day or night or winding at the end of the day. So today I want to talk about something slightly different from what I've been talking about. Basically, fasting. I know I've been talking about water fasting, dry fasting, intermittent fasting, OMAD fasting. But today I want to talk about something a little bit different. What really happens when you overeat? Hmm. Now, I know as Africans or as Kenyans, let me put it as Kenyans, because I'm Kenyan, we have this habit of, having a dinner together with family or friends. You've had a wonderful day together and you just want it, you want to end it together with your buddies, or you have a party, perhaps birthday party or whatever function. I know we never lack opportunities to come together as friends, as families, to just, what do you do? Share a meal together. You're extremely happy, you got a promotion at the job place, throw a party. Or you've just come from church and you have no plans for the day, let's go to my place and, have a good one. Well, just last night we had one in our house. A friend had traveled for about 2 weeks, and when she came back, we decided to do, let's call it a party and eat together. And so we invited our friends and we came together and shared a meal together. And well, these things are usually many. You do one today and you tell yourself, it is just today. Let's spoil ourselves. Haribu kabisa, kwani iko nini? Si siku moja tu, it's just one day. But then in 2 days time, you also you find yourself in a different setting, setup, or you go to a restaurant, you're like, dude, this place is expensive. I'm gonna make sure I eat everything that's on the menu. So you start with that first course, second course, and by the time you're done, you're like, oh, you're too overfed. So what happens at that point? Is there anything you can really do about it? So let's go through the set and see what usually happens when you overfeed. So one, you stress the digestion system. How do you do that? I want you to imagine that the digestion system is like a bottle, and you're continually, putting food. Probably if you say if you do a 3-course meal, whereby you start with soup and bread. Bread is a bad place to start. But most of the time that's what you do. You start with a soup and some bread. It could be anything with wheat. And then after that, you go to the next course where you have your, the main course, nyama, kanyama, hapo hivyo, all those things. And as soon as you're done with that, and if you're Kenyan like me, you want to have your tea in between, a little chai, and at the end of it all, you still have one more thing to go. What do you call it? The dessert. Probably it would be some cake, ice cream. Yeah. So I'm talking from experience. I know what goes through. So I want you to agree with me, or at the end of it all, understand what goes on, and is there anything that you can do about it? So first of all, you stress the digestion system. The end results of that are very clear. You'll have gas, you'll have bloating, and you'll be nauseous. You just have that uncomfortable feeling. Yeah, you might think that you're sick, that there's something wrong with you. Dude, there's nothing wrong with you. You just overate. Those are the symptoms of overeating. Besides that, you'll have an insulin spike. I don't know whether you've heard about insulin resistance, and that's actually it's like it's a pre-diabetes kind of a condition. You will have sleep apnea, and basically, actually, sleep apnea is just the same thing as insulin resistance. It's insulin resistant that causes sleep apnea. you will overload your fat cells. I mean, if you walk around and you have what you call the public opinion or love, it simply means you've overloaded your fat cells. They've been overloaded to the point that they cannot be contained within the cells, so they've overflown into the other body parts, the other body organs, and some of them even overflow to what we call the subcutaneous, what is called, I think it's called the subcutaneous fats. It's not in any particular cell, it's just overflown. It's gone beyond. I mean, because the fat cells are full. By the way, I don't know whether you knew this, but the body does not generate more fat cells rather. The same fat cells that you have when when you grew fat, you'll have them until the day you die. You never lose your fat cells. What usually just happens is that they shrink, they reduce in size when you go jogging, working out, or eat a proper diet. So you never really lose the fat cells. They are there to stay with you. So know this from the start. And so basically you'll be overworking your pancreas, and the fat overflows because it can't process all that. So it will overflow into the other body organs. The next day you'll have craving, you'll be moody, and you'll be craving for the same thing that you had yesterday. Why? What usually happens is that there's a protein enzyme that you have in the body. I can't quite remember what it's called. I think something kinase R, something like that. It's the enzyme that is that deals with informing your system it gives your system about the stress signals, so that when you're full, it tells your body that you're full, you cannot take any more. But when this what usually happens when you're in this situation, that enzyme shuts down, so it doesn't send the signal. So you're continually eating, and you're not feeling like you're full. I know you've gotten to that point where you're feeling like you've taken too much. You're not really feeling full, but you feel like you've taken so much, but your body still asks for more, and so you continue. Nyama choma, wekelea. Ukimaliza, kuna kaliva hapa hivi, yes, wekelea. Ukimaliza, that means that particular enzyme has shut down. It's a bad place to be. The other thing that will happen is that you'll have inflammation. In fact, most of the diseases that you get from overeating is because of the inflammation. You're talking about pulmonary diseases, you're talking about autoimmune diseases, talking about diabetes too. There are so many diseases that come from overeating, arthritis. I mean, the list is endless. Talk about cancer. These are some of the things that come from overeating. And unless you do something about it, you're just gonna have a bad future. I think the worst thing, besides insulin resistance, that will happen to you when you overeat is that you'll have a slow metabolism. You see, your body is constantly receiving food. It wants to process that food, but you're constantly feeding it, and so your metabolism slows down to the point that it takes where it would have taken 2 hours to at least process the food, you'll go all the way to 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours. And that's why you'll have bloating, you'll have gas, because the body is trying to get rid of what you took in. So is there anything that you can do about this? Yes, there is something that you can do about this. I can give you a temporal solution, but definitely, ultimately, you will have the permanent solution to this. So the temporary solution, when you find yourself in this situation, think of IF, intermittent fasting. It is the easiest way that will help you to recover quickly from this overeating situation. You can actually get multiple complications from overeating, but the easiest thing that you can do to solve the problem, do intermittent fasting. This meal that you've just eaten that is making you feel uncomfortable, don't eat another meal. Take water, wait 24 hours, then take your next meal. If you can do 48 hours, well and good. It will serve you really, really well. But that is the one solution that I can give you. But a more permanent solution is that, a friend of mine once told me that since he came to Kenya, he realized that we have this culture of, every time you invite someone to your place, the first thing you want to do is give them food. So he decided he's not going to visit people. He doesn't want to go to people's place, because every time he goes to people's place, he'll be given food. So if you want to have him, if you want him to visit with you, you go to his place. And he does not cook. Yes, he doesn't cook. So you come to you go to Rome, do as the Romans do. You come to his place, he will offer you water, or probably he will give you food. So at this point, you'll not be in control. He will be in control. So he will ask you what you want to eat, and he feeds you probably whatever he has in the house. You want to decide, since you're Africans and you can't really not visit people, not eat whenever you go, but be more cautious about what you eat and how you eat it. You've heard this talk about eating fruits first, and not mixing fruits with your food. Stick to those rules and you'll not have a problem. My friend, if you eat food and immediately you finish eating that food, then you take your plate of salad, of fruits. Say, wacha nitibu mwili. Oh, you just messed up that meal. You will have the worst night experience. You won't sleep. Eat well. Eat the right things at the right time. Eat the fruits. Give yourself at least half an hour. Then eat the meals, and don't eat too much. In as much as you may have all these things, fish, chicken, rice, limit yourself to what you want to eat. Don't just overindulge because they're all there, then you eat all of them at the same time. Reduce the quantity you eat and the number of variety of food that you eat, because that's where usually the problem comes in. You see, your body, before you put anything in your mouth, the body prepares to receive it. It first starts from here. You see a banana, you want it, you're already telling your body that I'm going to do what? Eat a banana. So it will start preparing the body to receive that banana. By the moment you're putting the banana in the mouth, then the body knows what it needs. It knows what enzymes to prepare in your the digestive enzymes to be ready to accept this fruit. Now, if you take that banana, put it in, then you look around, you discover there's a cookie. Quickly put it in. You look around, you discover there is a mango. Put it in. That's the beginning of trouble. So be careful about what you eat. Be conscious. Don't just eat blindly, and because you're talking, you're interacting, and somebody passes something, you want to eat it in. Be conscious about what you take, and that's how you solve your overeating problems. I'm speaking this from experience because I have been doing this. I've been overeating and eating, telling myself, let's have fun. What is this? I'll go work this out. You never get the time to work it out. Hope you learned something from me. If you have any question, subscribe to my channel, like this video. I mean, I'll be happy when I see that thumbs up sign. Like the video, like what I mean, subscribe to the channel and comment there. Tell me talk about this. I'm not an expert, but at least I mean I research, and before I share anything, I have made sure that I've verified the information, so that I'm giving the right. I'm giving information that will actually help you at the end of the day. Hope that one day you'll join me in the fasting program, whether it is intermittent, one meal a day, water only, you know, dry fasting, whatever it is, it will help you at the end of the day. Thank you, and see you next time in my next vlog. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.